Today, we'll dive into one of the most influential books on success and wealth ever written, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. First published in 1937, this book has changed millions of lives and continues to inspire people all over the world. Why is it so important? Napoleon Hill spent over 20 years studying the most successful people of his time, including Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and Thomas Edison. From hundreds of interviews, he identified 13 key principles that anyone can use to build wealth and achieve lasting success. If you don't have the time to read 300 pages, this video will give you all the main ideas in just 80 to 100 minutes. We'll go through each principle step by step so you can clearly understand how to apply them in your own life. This book is especially useful if you want to build financial independence, need motivation and clarity for your goals, want to overcome fear and limiting beliefs, or simply want to develop the mindset of a millionaire. Remember, Think and Grow Rich is not just about money. It's about the power of thought, discipline, and faith. If you truly absorb these lessons, you can transform your life, just like millions of readers have done over the last 80 years. Chapter 1. Desire, the starting point of all achievement. Napoleon Hill begins with a powerful truth. Success starts with desire. Not just a wish or a vague dream, but a burning obsession. A strong desire that transforms thoughts into reality. The main idea is clear. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. Not luck, not chance, but desire. Most people say they want wealth, but their desire is weak. The moment obstacles appear, they quit. True desire, according to Hill, is so strong that it becomes an obsession, something you're willing to sacrifice for and pursue no matter what. Example from the book. Hill tells the story of Edwin Barnes, a man who dreamed of becoming Thomas Edison's business partner. He had no money, no connections, and no education. But he had a burning desire. Barnes traveled to Edison's office and offered to work with him. At first, he was hired as just a clerk, but he didn't quit. Years later, he got the chance to enter a partnership with Edison, and he succeeded. Everything started with desire. The step-by-step formula for desire from Hill. Clearly define the exact amount of money you want. Not a lot, but a specific number. Decide exactly what you are willing to give in return. Set a definite date to achieve this goal. Create a clear plan of action and start immediately. Write a statement affirmation that includes your goal, the time frame, and your plan. Twice a day, morning and evening. Read this statement aloud, visualizing your goal as if it's already real. Hill insists, these simple steps activate the subconscious mind, attract opportunities, and channel your energy into action. Key takeaway: desire is the fuel. If it burns weakly, nothing moves. But if it burns intensely, it can move mountains. Chapter 2. Faith, belief, and visualization of your goal. Hill explains, faith is the bridge between desire and success. You can have a burning desire, but if you secretly doubt yourself, your subconscious will block your progress. Main idea: faith is a state of mind which can be induced by self-suggestion. Faith is not something you are simply born with, it can be developed. The tool Hill gives us is affirmations. By repeating your written goal statement every day and imagining it as already achieved, you program your subconscious mind to believe. Over time, faith becomes natural. Example: Henry Ford once demanded that his engineers create a V8 engine in a single block. The experts told him it was impossible. Ford refused to accept failure. He kept insisting month after month until his engineers finally made it work. His unwavering faith led to a breakthrough that transformed the automobile industry. How to develop faith: Hill's advice. Repeat affirmations about your goal daily. Visualize your success as if it's already real. Eliminate negative thoughts and replace them with positive ones. Surround yourself with people who strengthen your belief, not those who destroy it. Key takeaway: desire sets the direction, but faith gives you the power to keep moving until you arrive. Without faith, even the strongest desire collapses at the first real obstacle. Chapter 3: Autosuggestion: Programming the Subconscious Mind. Hill explains that autosuggestion is the method by which we influence our subconscious mind. The subconscious controls habits, reactions, and even outcomes. But here's the secret: it doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. Whatever we repeat with faith and emotion, the subconscious accepts as truth. Main idea: your subconscious mind accepts any thought mixed with emotion and faith. That means if you repeat your goal statement every day with real emotion and belief, your subconscious begins to act as if that goal is already real. How to use autosuggestion: read your written goal statement aloud every morning and evening. Speak it with emotion, as if you already own the success or wealth you desire. Visualize your life after achieving it: the home, the freedom, the joy. Repeat daily until it becomes part of your inner identity. Example: top athletes often use autosuggestion. Before competitions, they visualize themselves winning, lifting the trophy, hearing the applause, feeling the excitement. Their subconscious accepts that vision as reality, and their body performs accordingly. Key takeaway: autosuggestion is the bridge between conscious desire and subconscious belief. If you don't control your thoughts, your subconscious will fill itself with doubts and fears. But if you deliberately feed it with empowering ideas, it becomes your greatest ally. Chapter 4: Specialized Knowledge: The Foundation of Wealth. Hill makes a clear point: wealth doesn't come from general knowledge. It comes from specialized knowledge, the kind of knowledge that can be applied to solve real problems. Main idea: knowledge will not attract money unless it is organized and intelligently directed. Universities produce millions of graduates, but many of them never become wealthy. Why? Because they know too much about too many things and too little about a specific skill that creates real value. Two types of knowledge: general knowledge, history, geography, literature. Useful, but it rarely leads to wealth. Specialized knowledge, specific skills and expertise that solve problems. This is the true source of opportunity. Example from the book: Henry Ford wasn't a technical genius. In fact, many people laughed at his lack of formal education. But Ford surrounded himself with engineers and experts. His true genius was in managing and organizing their specialized knowledge to build an empire. How to apply this principle: identify the knowledge necessary for your goal. If you don't have it yourself, partner with people who do. Invest in learning and self-development. Remember, specialized knowledge becomes outdated, so keep learning continuously. Key takeaway: you don't have to know everything. You only need the right specialized knowledge or access to people who have it, and the ability to apply it. Wealth flows to those who can transform knowledge into action. Chapter 5: Imagination: The Workshop of the Mind. Hill calls imagination the workshop where plans are created. Every invention, every fortune, every great achievement starts first as an idea in someone's imagination. Main idea: whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Imagination turns desire and knowledge into concrete plans. Two forms of imagination. Creative imagination connects the subconscious mind with infinite intelligence. This is where flashes of inspiration and new ideas are born. Synthetic imagination takes existing ideas, facts, and experiences and combines them into new forms and solutions. Examples: Thomas Edison used creative imagination to invent new technologies. Henry Ford used synthetic imagination to combine existing mechanisms into the first mass-produced car. How to use imagination. Dedicate time daily to brainstorming ideas. Write them down. Combine your knowledge and experiences with your goals. Train yourself to see opportunities where others see problems. Key takeaway: desire gives the fuel, knowledge gives the material, but imagination is the workshop that turns them into action plans. The more you exercise your imagination, the more doors open that others don't even notice. Chapter 6. Organized Planning, Turning Desire into Action. Hill explains, no desire, no imagination, no knowledge will bring success without a practical, organized plan. A plan is what turns dreams into reality. Main idea: no individual has ever achieved great success without a definite, practical plan. Many people fail not because they lack ideas, but because they fail to plan properly. Hill's core advice: build a mastermind group. Surround yourself with people whose knowledge and skills complement your own. Shared thinking is more powerful than individual thinking. Create a detailed plan for your goal. Write down exact steps and deadlines. Even if your plan isn't perfect, start immediately. Adjust along the way. Stay flexible. Plans often fail, but failure is temporary. Change the plan, not the goal. Leverage strengths and cover weaknesses. If you lack certain skills, partner with people who have them. Example from the book: Thomas Edison failed thousands of times when working on the light bulb. Each time he adjusted his plan. Eventually, persistence and organized planning led to success. Key takeaway: planning separates dreamers from achievers. A poor plan can be fixed, but no plan at all always leads to failure. Chapter 7. Decision Mastery of Taking Action. Hill states, the number one cause of failure is procrastination and indecision. Successful people stand out because they make decisions quickly and firmly, and rarely change them without good reason. Main idea: successful people make decisions promptly and change them slowly. Unsuccessful people make decisions slowly and change them quickly. Most people stay stuck in doubt. They know what they want but never decide to act. This habit of hesitation slowly kills opportunity. How to develop decisiveness. Be clear on what you truly want. See desire. Don't rely too much on the opinions of others. Most people are full of doubt. Train yourself to act fast. It's better to make a wrong move and adjust than to wait forever. Remember, indecision destroys confidence and faith. Example: Henry Ford was often criticized for being stubborn. Once he made a decision, he rarely changed it. But that same persistence allowed him to perfect mass automobile production. Key takeaway: success requires courage. Decision-making is a habit, and like any habit, it can be trained. The sooner you stop hesitating and start acting, the sooner success will follow. Chapter 8. Persistence, the power to keep going. Hill teaches that persistence is the quality that separates winners from those who quit. Many people start with desire and even faith, but give up at the first obstacle. Main idea: persistence is sustained effort necessary to induce faith and turn desire into its monetary equivalent. It's not enough to want and to believe. You must keep pushing forward even when failures, criticism, and setbacks try to stop you. How to build persistence. Definite purpose. Know exactly why you're doing it. Strong desire, the fuel that keeps you moving. Independence of thought. Ignore the doubts of others. Organized plan. Know what steps to take next. Habit and discipline. Build the routine of daily effort. Example: Thomas Edison failed thousands of times while working on the light bulb. Yet every failure was simply another step toward success. His persistence became legendary. Key takeaway: persistence is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Success almost never comes instantly, but with steady effort it becomes inevitable. Chapter 9. The Power of the Mastermind Alliance of Minds. Hill explains, no one reaches great success alone. True power comes when you join your mind with others in harmony. This is the principle of the mastermind. Main idea: when two or more people coordinate their knowledge and energy in a spirit of harmony, a third power emerges, the mastermind. It's the synergy of teamwork. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Why it works: each person brings unique knowledge and experience. Together, they multiply each other's strength. Mutual support builds confidence and helps overcome doubt. Collective energy sparks creativity and new solutions. Example: Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest men of his era, openly admitted that his fortune was the result of his mastermind group, a team of smart people working in harmony toward a common goal. How to apply the mastermind principle. Build a group of 2 to 6 people who share your vision or can add value. Maintain harmony. Conflict destroys the power. Meet regularly to exchange ideas, support, and refine plans. Share knowledge and leverage each other's strengths. Key takeaway: the mastermind principle is a success multiplier. Where one mind reaches limits, united minds create an energy that can multiply results many times over. Chapter 10. The Mystery of Sex Transmutation. This chapter may surprise many readers, but Hill insists, sexual energy is one of the most powerful human drives. When redirected into creativity, business, or personal growth, it becomes a tremendous source of power. Main idea: when sexual energy is transmuted into other forms of motivation, genius is born. Sexual desire is among the strongest instincts. It can lead to reckless behavior, but when controlled and channeled, it fuels creativity, ambition, and leadership. 3 forms of sexual energy. Physical, the desire for intimacy and pleasure. Emotional, passion, attachment, love. Creative/spiritual, the ability to transform this drive into art, business, or leadership. Examples: many great artists, musicians, and leaders possessed strong sexual energy, but redirected it into their life's work. Hill believed that much of human genius and great achievement comes from the transformation of this powerful drive. How to apply it: recognize sexual energy as a fuel. Learn to channel it beyond the physical into ambition, creativity, and vision. Practice sublimation. Instead of wasting the energy impulsively, use it as inspiration for achievement. Key takeaway: sexual energy, when controlled and redirected, becomes one of the greatest forces behind genius and success. Those who master it gain an extraordinary advantage. Chapter 11. The Subconscious Mind, the Connecting Link. Hill describes the subconscious mind as the link between your conscious thoughts, imagination, and infinite intelligence. It takes in your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs and turns them into actions and results. Main idea: the subconscious mind acts as a middleman, translating desires into their physical equivalent. The subconscious is always working day and night, whether you control it or not. It doesn't judge truth from falsehood. It simply accepts whatever you feed it. How to use it effectively: fill it with positive thoughts. Use affirmations, autosuggestion, and visualization. Mix thoughts with emotion. The subconscious responds more strongly to feelings than plain words. Avoid negativity. Doubts, fears, and toxic people can poison the subconscious. Rely on desire and faith. These are the most powerful influences on your inner mind. Example: many successful people say their best ideas just came to them. In reality, that was their subconscious processing information and presenting a solution. Key takeaway: the subconscious mind is a powerful force. Fill it with fear and doubt, and it will lead you to failure. Feed it with faith and confidence, and it will become your greatest ally in success. Chapter 12. The Brain, a Broadcasting and Receiving Station. Napoleon Hill compares the human brain to a radio transmitter and receiver of thought vibrations. He believed that thoughts are energy, and the brain can both broadcast and pick up signals from others. Main idea: the brain is a broadcasting and receiving station for thought. Emotion and faith increase the power of these vibrations. In other words, when you think with strong emotion, whether fear or faith, your brain not only influences your subconscious but also sends that energy outward, attracting similar vibrations. How Hill explains it: the subconscious sends your desires into infinite intelligence. The brain amplifies these thoughts, especially when mixed with emotion. You can also pick up ideas and inspiration from external sources. Examples: Hill notes that inventors often come up with similar ideas around the same time in different parts of the world. He explains this as the brain acting like a radio receiver. Today, we might describe this as intuition, subconscious processing, or synchronicity. Key takeaway: your brain is more than an organ for thinking. It's a tool for connecting with the wider field of ideas. The clearer and more emotional your thoughts, the stronger their impact on you and on others. Chapter 13. The Sixth Sense, the Door to Wisdom. Hill describes the sixth sense as the receiving set of the mind, an intuitive faculty that develops after mastering all the other principles: desire, faith, persistence, imagination, organized planning, and so on. Main idea: the sixth sense is the medium through which infinite intelligence communicates with man. This isn't about fortune-telling or mysticism. Hill sees it as the highest function of the subconscious, the ability to draw on knowledge, experience, and emotion to deliver sudden insights, warnings, or ideas. How it works: sometimes as a flash of inspiration or a brilliant idea, sometimes as a gut feeling to take or avoid a decision. It's the inner voice guiding you in the right direction. Example: many great leaders and inventors have said that life-changing ideas just came to them. Hill considers this the sixth sense in action. How to develop it: strengthen the other principles first, they form the foundation. Learn to trust your intuition and test it in real life. Keep a record of your ideas and insights so you don't lose them. Key takeaway: the sixth sense is like an inner compass. It doesn't replace logic or planning, but it gives subtle signals and inspiration that can lead to breakthroughs. Additional insights and practical lessons from Think and Grow Rich. After the 13 principles, Hill leaves us with several key ideas that tie everything together. Key insights: fear is the enemy of success. Hill lists 6 major fears: fear of poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death. These fears paralyze action. Once you recognize them, you can defeat them. Thoughts are things. What you think about most becomes your reality. Focus on problems and you'll attract more problems. Focus on opportunities and you'll find them. Faith and emotion fuel the subconscious. Logic alone isn't enough. Success requires strong emotions: confidence, joy, inspiration. Failure carries the seed of success. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Learn to look for the lesson in every setback. Money is not the ultimate goal. The true goal is personal growth. Money comes as a natural result of discipline, persistence, and the value you create for others. Practical lessons: write down your definite plan for wealth: amount, deadline, plan, affirmation. Repeat and visualize your goal every day. Keep a journal of ideas and insights. Breakthroughs often come suddenly. Build your mastermind group of supportive, skilled people. Work on eliminating fears and replacing them with faith and action. Practice daily discipline. Small steps every day matter more than occasional big efforts. How this book changes perspective. It shows that success is not luck. It's a mindset and a system. It teaches that controlling your thoughts is the foundation of achievement. It proves that anyone can transform their life if they follow the principles. Key takeaway: this book is not just about money. It's about building inner power, and once you master that, wealth, success, and respect naturally follow. We've just gone through Napoleon Hill's classic Think and Grow Rich, a book that has inspired millions and shaped the way people think about success. Hill's 13 principles are not theory, they are a proven roadmap. The central idea is simple but powerful. Your thoughts create your reality. When you master desire, faith, persistence, planning, and imagination, you can achieve any goal: wealth, career, relationships, or personal growth. Hill reminds us, success starts with a burning desire. It's powered by faith and persistence. It's built through organized plans, specialized knowledge, imagination, and teamwork. And it's secured by controlling your mind and subconscious. Now here's my question for you. Which idea from this book will you start applying tomorrow? Share it in the comments, it will inspire others too. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more life-changing book summaries. Remember, wealth doesn't start in your wallet, it starts in your mind.